We got the Philadelphia 76ers facing off against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they were among the very best teams in the league last season, but this year, just 8th in the conference at this point. So much has changed. And in this one, a fantastic matchup in the middle. Shaq, what does the ideal center bring to a basketball team?
Well, these days, it's someone who could beat you both in the post and facing up. You protect the rim, but you also got to be able to switch out on the guards.
To me, it's great centers like Akeem. And like the big fella here, Shaq.
Well, thank you, Kenny.
You know, you can build around them with confidence. When the biggest player on the court is the best player, you really got something there.
That's for sure. That'll do it. Both teams ready to tip off. Here's Kevin Harlan.
If it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it can only mean one thing. Welcome to Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. D.A., it's all yours.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school and in college. And a fractured bone in his foot cost him his first NBA season. He said, "A lot of people forgot about me. You have to build yourself up again." And for me, I wanted to prove myself again. Kevin, we all agree he's done just that.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Sexton.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Look at the 76ers starting group. A big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Neto in at the point. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Drummond. Exum is out there with Garland. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. All-Star break is come and gone. Clark, most guys, I'm assuming, just come back and hit the ground running, or does it take some time to get your body acclimated to the routine again?
No, I think it's pretty quick to bounce back because it's not that extensive a break. I mean, a week or so. And most guys, I think, while they rest and relax, are still putting in a little bit of work so that they can hit the ground running when the break is over.
Now here's Embiid. Now here's Richardson. Back to Embiid. And it's sent back by Drummond. Good work there as it goes. Here's Garland. Passes it to Exum. Drummond with it. Richardson covering. And the rejection by Embiid. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They're stuck in the same spot. Still outside the top 3.
And I think for Cleveland, they've gotten into a bit of a rut. The season hasn't gone as they had hoped. You just get the feeling that they're somewhat discouraged right now, and that has them with an inability to break through.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Richardson outside. Harris against Porter. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of a scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Here's Harris after Dante Exum's bucket. Shoots from 14. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And Porter, here we go. Good on the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers. And I think it makes sense for both sides. And he fits nicely next to Embiid.
That's good from Harris.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
He hits both from the stripe. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
And he knocks down the first one.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job, pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Now, here's Richardson. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Exum with it, guarded by Harris, and the rejection by Embiid. And it's Drummond missing. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
The 76ers trail by 5. Richardson kicks to Horford. Now Richardson. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And he banks in the layup. Exum's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, for 3, Richardson. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 13-4 run. Cleveland moving the ball around. Porter against Harris. Love right side. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Horford. Here's Neto. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. Love trying to break loose. And it's Drummond missing.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Neto. Richardson with it. Pass to Embiid. Lets it go from deep.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And here are the 76ers now. The Cavaliers making the shot. At the elbow, it's Harris. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Garland. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Exum deciding where to go with it from deep. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Exum. Garland's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Sexton in for Dante Exum. Here's Neto. Richardson left side. Over Sexton. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Harris following the basket by Colin Sexton. 6 to shoot. Back to Neto. Tipped away. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And finished off by Porter.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down by 12. And the pass to Richardson. Shot to stop the run. No good there. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And Josh Richardson gets the 3. Richardson's got it back down to within single digits for the 76ers. And here is Garland. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami. Porter against Harris. Clock at 6. Love in the post. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The 76ers trail by 11. Neto surveying the floor. Pass to Embiid. Banked in off the glass.
Well, you got to respect not only the strength and size and agility of Embiid, but how about his balance, too? Able to finish through contact. That's impressive.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 5. Passes it to Love. And here's Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. That shot off. Good D by Embiid. Harris outside. Neto, the pass to Harris. Back to Neto for 3. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Nancy's checked in for the Cavaliers. Osman comes in for Porter. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Now, here's Garland. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Here's Simmons, following the score by Cleveland. Here's Thibault. No good on the 3. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's Osman. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. From about 19 feet, Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Simmons. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And there it is for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Sexton. Here's Osman. Back to Sexton. Over Robinson. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Kept alive. Embiid. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Embiid's got 6 points.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Joel Embiid. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 5th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. That free throw missing. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And he sinks the second. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Thibault. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Simmons. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 8. The slam dunk by Garland.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Outside, Scott. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Thibault. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Sexton. He feeds it to Nance. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Scott. Here's Simmons. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Scott. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Robinson. And it's Thibault in at the 1. And he makes the first.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And it's Osman missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Nance. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Sexton, the pass to Zizic. To the middle. From down low. And it's good off the glass. Nance has got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Simmons finds Scott. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Up top, Simmons. Over Nance. No good from Simmons. The Cavaliers leading by 12. And there's the pass to Osman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. The first free throw is good.
And, you know, questions for the Sixers about fit between their two young stars in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are legitimate questions, because when young players are that talented, it sometimes is hard for them to sacrifice their own games for the good of the team.
Drummond's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so he hits both. And for Simmons and Embiid, a clash of styles, too. Simmons, Clark, is at his best in transition.
And, Embiid, guys, is more a half-court threat, attacking in the post. Long term, I think they'll figure it out, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out between those two.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Now here's Sexton. His last outing, he had 24 points. From the left block, in deep, Drummond drops it in. Drummond's got his first basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin, J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. The 76ers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Love's checked in for Drummond. The 76ers also with a sub. Richardson, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Here's Osman. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Love the pass to Exum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The open look here for Sexton. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 4 assists in the game. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Al Richardson. Outside, Simmons. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, here's Osman. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Porter's checked in for Cleveland. And the 76ers making a change here. On defense, Cleveland. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Thompson.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Porter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Ben Simmons. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs. And Plenty of microanalysis to go around, but some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Al Horford is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn, and he can't hit the second.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Here's Sexton, following the score by Josh Richardson. Here's Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The 76ers trail by 17. Horford finds Harris. Drills the elbow jumper. Harris has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, he's an elite shooter with a lot of sweet spots. Defenses have to mark and keep an eye on Harris from mid-range.
Outside Porter. Passes it to Love. Here's Zizic. Richardson covering. Shoots from the right block. Count that bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the score by Cleveland. And Simmons kicks to Neto. Pass to Harris. Over Porter. Harris's shot is off. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland. Down low, Exum. Good work defensively by Richardson. The 76ers trail by 17. Simmons with it. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Neto, the pass to Harris. The shot's good. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
And here's Sexton. He's got 6. Can't get it to fall.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And it's Garland in for Exum. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Now, here's Garland. 8 points for him. Thompson finds Porter. Another shot. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, still in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Nancy's checked in for Ante Zizic. And it's sent back by Horford. And they'll keep possession. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. Second is Darius Garland.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. It's stolen by Nance. The pass to Sexton. To the middle. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
The 76ers trail by 13. Neto kicks to Horford. Neto, the pass to Embiid. Stolen by Garland. Now Cleveland moving it up. And Nance slams it in.
And looking at Nance, not a big-time scorer in the half-court set. So the best way to get him involved offensively is to get him out in space.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Richardson outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team. Picking up his 2nd foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
The Cavaliers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
He's off on the first. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Now here is Harris, 15 points in the game. Here's Garland. Pass to Porter. Now here's Sexton. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And Harris wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. To the left wing, there's Garland. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The 76ers trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Passes to Nance. To the right side. Outside, Porter. Bangs home the trifecta. Porter's got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
.143 left in the first half. Here's Neto. Pass to Horford. Shot clock at 6. Embiid. That shot off the mark. Good D by Thompson. Sexton dishes to Porter. Now here's Garland. Guarded by Embiid. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Horford. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The 76ers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
First free throw is good. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
The pass to Sexton. Now Thompson. Pass to Osman. Over Harris. Osman kicks to Thompson. Here's Sexton. Second shot opportunity. Thompson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Now, here's Garland. 8 points for him. Passes it to Sexton. And it's sent back by Horford. But they recover it. Pass to Osman. Second chance shot. Now Harris. He's got 17. Now the pass to Horford. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Can't hit that one. And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers lead by 12. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh yeah, we got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room, we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay, but like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are leading by 12. Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling my paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so here's Cleveland. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. Garland is out there with Exum, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for John Beilein as we begin the second half. Love kicks to Garland. That's tipped. Embiid with the steal. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Big man coming through. Have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that kind of ferocity.
A slam dunk by Garland.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Neto. The Cavaliers making the shot. On the wing, Harris. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Pass to Porter. Now Love. Guarded by Harris. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And it's Harris off the drive. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And there's Porter on the assist by Love. Porter's got 14 points for the game.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Here's Neto. Passes it to Horford. Richardson outside. Over Garland. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's sent back by Horford. Here's Neto, guarded by Porter. Inside, here's Embiid. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 10 points for him.
Well, he's got so much in his package on offense. Embiid just knows how to score the basketball.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Garland with it. 10 points for him. Outside, Porter. Pass to Garland. And here's Thompson. Shoots over Embiid. Thompson misses.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Richardson left side. And Exum comes to help, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA.
And as for their number 2 ranking and second chance points, that relentless pursuit on the offensive glass has led to a lot of easy opportunities. And believe me, they don't miss many.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Cavaliers making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the 76ers. Right now they've acquired the second best record in the conference. And of course the Cavaliers just way behind.
And right now for the 76ers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Cavaliers have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Neto. Outside, Simmons. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Love.
Got to admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Harris. He's off on the second.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 13-point game. Teardrop shot, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Andre Drummond picks one up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 11. And here is Garland. 12 points for him. The pass to Drummond. On the wing, Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Scott. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
Now, here's Garland. And a wide open look for Porter. Hits the jumper in space. Porter's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And here are the 76ers now. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Thibault. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Garland, the pass to Love. Over Simmons. That one a little long.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
Here's Neto. Pass to Simmons. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Here's Simmons. After Dante Exum's bucket. Over Porter. No good from Simmons.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly. Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Here's Neto. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Neto's got his second basket of the night.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Garland. And the 3 off target.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Neto. He's got 6. Pass to Thibault. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Drummond, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Zizic has checked in for Drummond. Osman comes in for Porter. And it's Sexton in for Garland. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. Larry Nance is checked in for Kevin Love. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's O'Quinn. Following the basket by Colin Sexton. Stolen by Exum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Exum's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Thibault. He has 5. He kicks to O'Quinn. 6 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Fires from deep. But they'll get another chance. Sexton grabs the board. Here's Osman. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down by 15. Now O'Quinn. He's having... Oh, what a play! Woo!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Pass to Thibault. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Thibault's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And the Cavaliers call time here. The 76ers making a switch here. Richardson's checked in.
Yeah, and checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's around 18 points per game, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And so it's Cleveland with it. And Nance kicks to Sexton. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Cleveland leading by 11. Looking to get back on track here. That one good for 2. Sexton's got 10.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
Outside, Simmons. Poked away. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Osman. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. 7 points in the game.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Richardson with it. He has 5. Outside, Robinson. The pass to Scott. Richardson outside. Nance against Simmons. Elbow shot is on the way. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Zizic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Sexton kicks to Exum. They double him with Simmons. Left side, Nance. And O'Quinn sends it back. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Here's Scott. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson comes in for Zizic. And Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Horford comes in for Ben Simmons. And Harris subbed in for Robinson. Scott hits them both. Cleveland leading by 13. Out to Thompson. Outside Porter. 3-pointer. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
Outside, Scott. Pass to Horford. Clock at 6. Back to Scott. From about 19 feet. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You know, even when Harris is under pressure there, I like the shot clock awareness. He stays composed.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Good D by Embiid.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Basket good. That's 12 points for Colin Sexton.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
On the wing, Harris. Shoots over Exum. Harris passes to Richardson. From deep. First free throw is good.
You know, Embiid has a very similar story to Tim Duncan's. I mean, the Cameroon native did not start playing basketball until later in life. Now he's one of the very best in the game.
And Embiid drops them both. 8 seconds left in the third. And here's Sexton over Richardson. And that one released in time, but no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The 76ers trail by 14. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Neto in at the point.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Got a piece of it. Exum kicks to Thompson. Porter against Harris. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Here's Thompson, and another shot. He lays it in. Thompson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Cleveland.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Richardson. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Exum gets it to go on the assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Neto. Feeds it to Harris. He gets it in there. Harris has got 25 points in the game.
And you look at Harris, he's really improved as a scorer. He's become a go-to option due to how efficient he is putting the ball in the basket.
Passes it to Porter. Thompson against Embiid. And Thompson kicks to Porter. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Nance. Good work defensively by Horford. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 16-point game. Richardson outside. Horford the pass to Richardson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one, no good. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland leading by 16. To the paint. Embiid with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris with the ball. Porter with the steal. Oh, Nance in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Horford. Larry Nance making his last shot. And here's Neto outside at the tip. And Embiid is right there.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Nance. And it's Garland in for Exum. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Love the pass to Thompson, and the shot is good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The 76ers trail by 18. Pass to Richardson. Back to Neto. Just 5 on the clock. And Thompson sends it back. Now here's Sexton. Guarded closer. Good on the shot.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Thompson against Embiid. Horford kicks to Harris. Here's Neto. Back to Harris. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. For a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the miss by Kevin Love. Back to Embiid. Fader on the way. Misses off the right iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Philadelphia shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Here's Neto, and Thompson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. On defense, Cleveland. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Neto, the pass to Horford. From deep three-point range.
And since halftime, he just doesn't have a clue when it comes to shooting. One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the 76ers call time here. Mark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. And I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. Garland, the pass to Love. He can't hit that time.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now, here's Horford. Kicks to Embiid. And he hits the jump shot. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Embiid really good at shooting in rhythm off the catch.
Garland, the pass to Love. Garland with it. Back to Love. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Horford.
And you all may have heard this before, but I can't resist this fun fact about Kevin Love. His uncle was one of the founding members of the band The Beach Boys.
And he knocks down the first one.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Both free throws good from Love. But there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. And the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
It's good. 11 points for Tristan Thompson.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Embiid. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. From deep, Neto, another three for Philadelphia.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now Garland. And the pass to Porter. Beyond the arc. Another three for Cleveland.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Here's Neto. Kicks it out to Richardson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
And it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Harris, right side. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Exum finds Thompson. Now here's Exum. Richardson cover. Exum passes to Thompson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Now here's Horford and the basket by Harris.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Garland dishes to Love. The 9-foot shot. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris, right side. Yep, that one goes in there. Harris has got 29 in the game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Exum passes to Garland. Oh, Porter in position.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
The 76ers trail by 21. Pass to Horford. Back to Neto. Clarkinkus inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right, right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 21. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And with his game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. .153 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Burks. Tries from 10. That's good on the jump shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here is Dellavedova. Out to the right wing. Here's Windler. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And you could see, Greg, how badly they wanted this win. For two very familiar opponents, a win in the season series really carries an awful lot of extra weight.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Milton. Little turnaround. Windler with the rebound. Now here is Dellavedova. Defense is right there. Zizic passes to Dellavedova. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum, congrats on the win. And it was a great outing for you personally.
Yeah, like we said, we tried to come out and push the tempo, and we did that tonight. And I think we took a step in defense tonight. So, yeah, we just go from there.
All came together for a great win. Thanks, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.